Meantime, parents with kids at PCH are worried hundreds of hospital workers who didn't have to get the vaccine are around vulnerable children with compromised immune systems. Brianna Whitney's live outside the hospital with the other side of this story. Brianna.
Well, when you're talking about kids with cancer, transplant patients, and other severe health conditions, any virus can be deadly. So when this mom learned about how many employees were given exemptions, she was extremely disappointed and scared for so many young patients.
Parents don't need this extra burden. It's enough to just keep your kid alive.
Kay Lawson has spent years at PCH. Her son began treatment for blood cancer when he was 2 years old in 2008 and was in and out of the hospital for years after, relapsing twice, needing 12 to 13 surgeries and eventually a bone marrow transplant.
The thought of everything we went through, especially when our son was the most vulnerable when he had his transplant, the thought of anyone walking through that door who is a potential risk.
A breach of privacy at PCH has some angry and others like Kay worried. Phoenix Children's Hospital is facing a class action lawsuit after they say they accidentally sent out an email that identified all vaccine exempt employees, 368 people. The healthcare workers were exempt due to either medical or religious reasons, according to the hospital.
Are they frontline workers? Are they the custodians that come in and clean the rooms every night? Are they nurses?
Kay says even though her son isn't there as often as he used to be, it's scary not knowing who is unvaccinated at the hospital around the kids, especially transplant patients.
These kids just have no immune system and they are there for long periods of time. And those are the ones I think about the most when I think about COVID.
Phoenix Children's Hospital apologized for the email error and says they went through an extensive process to evaluate employees for exemption. But to Kay, she says the mistake was eye-opening to parents who want to feel their kids are as protected from COVID as possible.
If you don't think that kids' safety should be first, you should not be working at Phoenix Children's Hospital.
I reached back out to Phoenix Children's Hospital today for a new statement specifically responding to these parent concerns, but I was not sent anything new. However, in their original statement about the email error, they did somewhat address this situation and wrote, quote, "They've developed appropriate workplace accommodations designed to protect all staff, visitors, and our vulnerable patient population." Reporting live in Phoenix tonight, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.